Okay, so I'm about to stitch the bag together. So we start off at the lining, down one end. So now this one I wasn't real specific on seam allowance, but I find that because on the outside of the bag I do about 1/4 of an inch because it's got no gusset and that you don't really need to go any bigger. And if you've lined everything up, it works. But on the lining, I went in probably close to 1/2 inch on the bottom because I wanted it to sit properly and snug inside the bag. So line up about 1/2 inch from the bottom. 1/2 inch. Okay, I don't know what happened, but the camera must have turned off. So we'll keep sewing this. Now I'm going through some really thick leather down the bottom here. I'm sewing around the bag. On the lining I did approximately 1 centimetre to 1/2 inch seam, and I left a 5 inch gap while I'm coming up to the other side. Then I tapered into, it doesn't like that leather much, into 1/4 inch seam on the exterior so that I could go close to the zipper tabs. Well, because they're about 1/4 of an inch in. So go in close to them, but you will have a bit of a gap so you can turn it easier later. As you come into the lining, go in a little bit more and make that seam a bit bigger so that it sits snug in the bag. Make sure you've got about your 5 inch so you can turn the bag. Trim all your threads. Take all your pins out if you haven't already. Sometimes I know I sew over them without meaning to. If my machine hits a pin, it actually just stops. It just hits it and just stops, and I just have to turn my machine back on and off and take the pin out. I don't ever have any problems with it. Never breaks anything. I have broken a needle, but yeah, I haven't broken a pin and it hit me in the eye. Luckily I wear glasses too, so. Okay, so I'm gonna go take that over to the table and turn the bag out, and then I'm gonna show you how to put the strap on. Oh, the strap slider. Okay, well, we've sewn all around our bag. As you can see, I've gone in probably about 1/4 of an inch on the side of the zipper tabs at the top. Now I don't really trim any of the bag at all because it seems to turn fine and sit fine. So okay, so we're just going to go through the hole at the bottom of the lining. I find that if I grab one of these corners from the exterior and push that through first, makes it a lot easier. You can do that with both of them. What's that, turning a pillowcase or a doona? No, doona covers, they're the worst. Okay. Now that we've pushed that out, as you can see, it's all over the place. We're gonna go into, stick your hand into where the zipper is at the end of the connector, and we're going to push that through, as you can see. Now to get that neat, I grab a chopstick and I put it in the bottom like that and pull it up, and there we go. Nice neat tabs. We got the other one. Yeah, try doing this with thick leather. That's why I don't do the leather no more on the top. Oh, well, see, I got one of those little threads. Doesn't matter how hard I try, I always get one of those little threads. Okay, so then you go down the bottom again, push all them out, make sure they're all neat. Your bottom corners. Very cool. Okay. Now, I'll grab my little scissors. trim all the little bits before they annoy me. Okay, now grab your lining and push all that out. You go and stitch that up right now if you'd like. I'll just leave that for now. I'll just pin it because I want to show you the strap first. Okay. Oh, I'm having a bit of trouble with it. Get in. There we go. Just put a couple of pins through it. Just to keep it out of the way. Now pop it in there. Stitch that up later. Okay, your zipper's up. Oh, isn't it nice? And there's my Koda bag. Now we're going to do the strap. This can be a little hard to do it first when you do it. Okay, this is how I do my strap. So I lay it flat. This bit up. I keep that bit facing up the whole time. Come to the end. Put it from the back of the slider. I think my strap needs a bit more burning. Now, make sure again, double check that you've got it all on the right way. So you've come from the back. Leave a big enough loop. Come through again from the front. I've put basic instructions in the pattern, but then no pictures though. Okay, so now that we've got it like that, that's the front still of that part, like the front of that strap. Now we're going to twist it back and come up through this way, through the front of the connector. Then we go in behind the connector, behind the strap slide. We push it up in between the strap. And behind, there we go. It's a little difficult to explain. It took me a while to figure out because I did them a few times and they would always be twisted or they didn't sit the way I wanted. But I like the way it sits when I do it this way. Okay, so pop it in there. This is why you leave that big loop so you've got enough room to work with. Once you've got it through, fold it under if you want. Clip in place. Don't stitch just yet, because now you need to pull it up, adjust it, and make sure that it is how you want it. Okay, there we go. That is exactly how I wanted it. Well done. So now I'll go stitch that in place against the strap, and my Koda bag is done. How quick was that? That was probably 2 hours from start to finish, not even an hour and a half. Okay, I can't wait to see your Koda bag.